On Your Side has more trouble to report tonight with the PACE Home Financing Program. Another homeowner telling us that he is so far in debt he will soon be homeless. This time, the trouble is in Pasco County.
It involves a homeowner who ended up owing a fortune for home repairs. 8 on Your Side investigator Mark Douglas is helping sort out this problem. What a nightmare for this guy.
It is. Jenna Keith, this PACE deal turned into a real mess. The Zephyrhills man you're about to meet simply wanted a new air conditioner. Before it was over, he ended up with a new roof as well and a bill he can't pay. Ron Woodward wants to spend the rest of his life in his Zephyrhills home, but fears he'll soon be homeless because
I had been taken.
His troubles began last summer when Woodward arranged through ACS Home Services to pay for a new air conditioning system with PACE financing. PACE is a government-sanctioned program that lets people with poor credit make home improvements and pay for them as a special assessment on their tax bill.
And it was $30,000, and I thought, wow, that's a lot of money for air conditioning.
The ACS salesperson told Woodward he could also get a new roof through PACE.
The $30,000, I said, that's a lot of money for air conditioner. Then that's why I thought that the roof was part of the deal.
Long story short, Woodward ended up with 2 PACE loans on his tax bill from 2 different PACE lenders, totaling nearly $137,000 for the same AC system and insulation. And the roof didn't show up anywhere on the paperwork.
The lady that was the coordinator was the slickest talker that you can get.
I immediately contacted the owner of ACS Home Services, Josue Cabrera, who operates out of this compound in Tampa. Cabrera told me this is all the fault of a rogue employee that he fired long ago, and he promised to make things right with Mr. Woodward. Cabrera promises to pay off one of the 2 PACE assessments on Woodward's tax bill. In other words, Cabrera tells us he'll make $67,000 of PACE debt disappear, so Ron Woodward no longer has to worry about this.
I'm going to lose my house. There's not any ands, ifs, or buts about it.
Well, Woodward won't have to worry anymore if Cabrera follows through on his pledge to make one of those 2 PACE loans disappear from his tax bill, cutting his debt in half. Cabrera promises to send us proof of that as soon as it happens.
Well, what about the rogue worker or workers that Cabrera is blaming for all this PACE trouble?
He says it was actually a husband and wife team that worked for him. He fired them long ago. He doesn't do business this way, and if he'd known about it, he wouldn't have let it happen. So he says it's not going to happen again, and he says they're a good company. They do a lot of good out there.
You have to wonder about this PACE program, though, Mark. I mean, this is just another one. I mean, these are starting to clip along.
They are.
More reports like this.
Mike Fasano, the tax collector, says there need to be a lot more disclosures, a lot more protections, and this points to it once again.
All right. Good example. All right. Thank you.
Now, if you have a problem you want Mark to investigate, give him a call. The 8 on Your Side helpline. Steve Andrews as well is also there to help you out at 1-800-338-0808.